The Indianapolis Colts are sifting through their quarterback options. One of the options is the 44-year-old Philip Rivers.
And he's got a man, touchdown! That's Josh Downs, and that's Philip Rivers with a touchdown pass.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. What Tom Brady did was extremely impressive. Leaving his trophy model wife and kids at home for so long, he cemented himself as the greatest to ever do it. But what Philip Rivers just did is the greatest thing I've seen in my life. He showed up shaped like this and faced the #1 defense away in Seattle on just 4 days of notice. So how in the hell did he do this? Now, if you guys don't know who Philip Rivers is, he's also known as the semen savant, the breeding bruiser. This guy's got unlimited ammo in his balls, all right? Shout out to the wife right there. He's got more kids than Pro Bowl selections. Now, Philip Rivers started off with 3 daughters. Right here, Holly, their firstborn. Next up was Caroline, and then third was Grace, all right? So he went 3 for 3. With daughters. But Philip said, hold on now, we need 3 boys now. I still got unlimited ammo. So 10 kids later, he gets his 3 boys, all right? This is just 8 of them because, you know, they need 2 on the camera. He's also a pretty good football player, all right? He played 16 seasons with the Chargers, 1 with the Colts, 17 years in the NFL. Future Hall of Famer. Matter of fact, he tops the 2026 Hall of Fame semifinalists alongside of Drew Brees. This is a stacked list right here. We got Larry Fitzgerald, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, and Philip Rivers' name is bolded, all right? He was nice. And on the field, he's known for his arm strength and this right here. His terrible throwing motion. It looks like it hurts when he throws. But 2020 comes along, COVID hits the NFL, and Philip Rivers retires. But he still felt like he could have played, all right? He felt like he could still be the Colts' QB1 if he wanted to, but he didn't want his wife leaving him. He also wanted to spend some more time with his kids, you know? Unlike the other guy. But whatever. Future Hall of Famer, had a great career. Meanwhile, the Colts, the team that he last played on, has been looking for a quarterback ever since, all right? They went through Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, old ass, Gardner Minshew, ugly ass, Anthony Richardson, bust ass. And most recently, they signed Daniel Jones, who's the former New York Giants quarterback who did this. And Danny Dimes comes out and wins the starting job. Matter of fact, he leads the Colts to a 7-1 record, good for first in the NFL. And through 8 weeks in the year, he is the 6th highest favorite for NFL MVP. All right, he's having a career year. Keep in mind, he's on a 1-year deal, so he's trying to get paid this offseason, and he's playing himself into a lot of money. All right, but then this happens. Danny Dimes goes down yet again to the grass. Nobody touches him again. He tears his Achilles. All right, he's probably not gonna get paid. He's never gonna be as fast. Yeah, this guy's probably gonna end up in Canada. The Colts are 8-5. All right, they're right in the middle of a playoff race. It's week 15, and they're facing off against the #1 ranked defense up in Seattle, the loudest stadium in the league. Their defense is 3rd in points allowed per game, 2nd in points allowed per drive, 2nd in yards allowed per play, 1st in yards allowed per pass attempt, 4th in yards allowed per carry. You get the gist, all right? This defense is good. So with Danny Dimes being out, we look towards the backup, Anthony Richardson. Former lottery pick out of Florida. This guy's got all the talent, all the potential in the world, but he hit himself in the face with a pole. He affixed an elastic stretch band to a pole, and the pole snapped, resulting in the pole forcefully impacting his face. Come on, bro. He fractures his orbital bone and had to be taken to the hospital, all right? So he's not ready for the game. So then we go to the 3rd stringer, Riley Leonard. He's dealing with a PCL strain week to week. Status is uncertain for week 15. So now the Colts have no options on their depth chart, all right? They reach out to former quarterback Sam Ehlinger. He pussies out. And so in the middle of a playoff race with no available quarterback, they had to get creative.
One of the options is the 44-year-old Philip Rivers. As NFL Network reported, they are going to put through a workout with Philip Rivers on Tuesday. That is the point that they're now at, because Daniel Jones is out.
While the Colts were going through this magical season with Daniel Jones, Philip Rivers was probably at home coaching his son's high school football team, drinking beer, probably breeding. And he takes the call and rejoins the team that he last played with in COVID.
All right. No Zoom. Let's go.
When asked in his press conference what his playing weight was, here was his response.
I'm not sure, Greg. Not what it was when I walked off the field in Buffalo. All right, I can tell you that. But then I'll follow that up with, I ain't never ran away from anybody anyway.
This guy is a literal grandfather. His firstborn has a kid. His firstborn is also 2 months younger than Anthony Richardson. This is crazy! So he gets signed to the practice squad, and here's leaked footage of Philip Rivers in his first practice. All right, look at him, dropping back, stepping up in the pocket, pump fake, looking over, anticipation ball, right on the money. Just kidding. This is actual practice footage of Philip Rivers right here, warming up the arm, you know what I mean? Shaking out the shoulder, shaking out the dust. I want to see Philip throw a heater. Look at that. Still got it. Wow. You're probably wondering, Hef, why did Philip Rivers even sign with the Colts? Well, this all starts with his linkage with head coach Shane Steichen. Couldn't he have just stayed retired, kept coaching his son, kept eating, kept breeding? Why did he have to come back? There's a couple of reasons. First reason is Shane Steichen, the head coach of the Colts, used to be Philip Rivers' offensive coordinator and quarterback coach when he was with the Chargers, and Shane Steichen pretty much grew up with Philip Rivers. Not only was he on quality control, quarterbacks coach, offensive coordinator, according to Quentin Jammer, former cornerback of the San Diego Chargers, who admitted he played drunk in at least 8 games, he states that Steichen even ran their scout team offense against the defense every day while Philip was a young Charger, and they were together the majority of Phil's career. Alright, so the familiarity is already there. And according to JJ Watt, who's now a commentator for CBS, he states that Philip Rivers actually runs the same offense as the Colts for his son's high school team. So the two still maintain contact throughout the season. Alright, while Philip Rivers is breeding, Steichen's probably calling him up, telling him how the Colts are playing. That's how close the two of them are. Alright, but another reason why Philip Rivers came back is also speculated to be because of NFL player insurance plan. Now, keep in mind, this guy's got 10 kids. Alright, now I know he's made probably around $280 million throughout his career, but bills are bills. Alright, and he's got to pay him. His health insurance clock was just about to run out before he comes back. So now this clock resets for another 5 years. He's getting paid from the Colts. He's also getting insurance for his 10 kids. This is an absolute genius play from the Seaman Savant. Alright, he's thinking for his kids. So he gets activated to the 53-man roster. Resets his Hall of Fame clock to go out and risk his life against the #1 defense in Seattle. We lose to Bro, this guy literally looks like an actor. Like, this doesn't even look real. Fans are hyped, looking forward to his debut. Half the people watching this game are probably just looking at how a 44-year-old fat dude who just came off his couch would look against the #1 defense in the world. It's 2025 and Philip Rivers, Tom Brady, Tony Romo, and Drew Brees are all on my television. Holy. Look at this photo right here. Chills, man. This is like my childhood. But in the game, late in the second quarter, he scores a touchdown! Philip Rivers! The Seaman Savant is absolutely fired up right here, man. He's ready to go. He's not playing fair, alright? And his high school team is cheering him on. Look at this. How is this happening, bro? This is absolutely absurd, man. He's being a great role model for the kids in the community. Now, don't get me wrong. He still looks old, alright? Oh, slipping on the paint. Oh, tumbling over. He fell by himself twice. And he's still throwing ducks, alright? It doesn't look great. Well, listen to his halftime interview, man.
Hall of Fame worthy career. Why come out of retirement now?
I love the game, got an opportunity, and it's just how I remember it.
Just doing it for the love of the game, man. I mean, look at this guy, man. He looked like James Harden when he was trying to get traded. He looked fat as hell, and he kept the Colts in the game. 47 seconds left in the game. The Colts take a 1-point lead off a drive led by Philip Rivers. But unfortunately, the defense sold in the last moments, all right? And it literally took a record-setting day from Jason Myers, the kicker of the Seahawks, to defeat 44-year-old Philip Rivers, all right? He almost outgamed Sam Darnold. His stat wasn't really that impressive, but the fact that he just came out of this game alive. It's absolutely bizarre, alright? Now, while all of this is definitely hilarious, I think this also highlights the fact that NFL quarterback play has definitely gone down in recent years. Defensive schemes are definitely getting better too, but quarterback play has gotten worse over time. Especially with quarterbacks being able to use their brain, alright? Identifying what the defense is in before the snap. Tom Brady, who was able to play until he was divorced, explains it perfectly.
I don't believe the quarterback position is mentally as developed as it was when I entered the league 25 years ago. There was a premium on understanding defenses, understanding matchups, pre-snap reads, getting your team in and out of the right play. The way that I learned to play the position, you'll give your team the best chance to win. To truly be a field general, I think you better have a mental advantage on the field, and I think sometimes that's more important than the physical advantage.
And I think the fact that we're letting a 44-year-old who literally got off his couch start in an NFL game and almost take down the #1 ranked defense in the NFL, even if he didn't play well, it just shows kind of how quarterback play has fallen. Small things like getting the ball out quick, audibling at the line of scrimmage, you know what I mean? Doing all those little things that I don't know about. I think a lot of that is gone. But that was one of the greatest football games I've ever seen. Philip Rivers is the true definition of Unk still got it. Kid 11's on the way. Alright, but thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys thought about Philip Rivers' game yesterday. Appreciate all the support recently. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Maybe it will, I don't know, inspire or teach, to not to run or be scared of what may or may not happen. Hopefully, certainly I think of my sons and those ball players, that I'm in charge of at the school, that they'll say, like, crap, coach wasn't scared. You know what I mean? It's like, shoot, sometimes there is doubt and it's real. And again, the guaranteed safe bet is to go home or to not go for it, and the other one is shoot. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I hope that in that sense that it can be a positive to some young boys, or young people.